Hello everybody, this is Birdbrain. We're here, we are nerdy for the birdies. As you guys know, the Philadelphia Eagles have begun their 2025 offseason, getting ready for the season. And of course, you guys may be wondering, well, what's going to become of this channel? Where am I going? What's next for me? So I'm going to give you my guide for the offseason. I have a ton of offseason content coming your way, and I have a lot of different videos planned, and I hope to really grow my channel. I am really honored and thankful for how far we've gotten in this first season, so to speak. But yeah, I plan to do a lot of off-season stuff. We have, of course, 30 subs. I'd love, by the time the Eagles kick off at home, week 1, for the NFL kickoff game, to reach about 100. That would be great for me. And the way to do that, of course, is if you guys continue to support my content, grow it, help share it, get it out there. And of course, I'll continue to make stuff. So with that out of the way, let's get into my off-season plan. So, we're going to start with this month. Even though February is, of course, coming to an end, I do have 2 more videos planned. I just recently did a Kevin Patullo offensive coordinator breakdown video. That was a little more unprompted, but you guys could check that out. A video that will come out in a couple days is my end of season grades video. So if you guys remember in mid-season, I did a mid-season grades video around week 9. So now we're going to do an end of season grades video to kind of wrap up the 2024 season, put a bow tie on it. And we're really going to spend a lot of February just kind of wrapping up the 2024 season. And of course, my next video, which should be out hopefully like one of the last days of February, we'll see, which will be a big Howie Roseman off-season breakdown. We're breaking down not this off-season, but the 2024 off-season, all of the moves that led the Eagles to become a Super Bowl champion. We'll be grading those and talking about how good of an off-season Howie Roseman had just this last year. So then we move into March. In March, we have some interesting content based around free agency. So, of course, free agency is a fun time of year. You get to see what players go to what teams. I'm going to do first a free agency preview, which will come out probably the week before the NFL free agency deadline. Then I'll kind of feature my predictions for the team, what kind of moves they'll make, that kind of stuff. And essentially, once free agency starts, I'll be doing reactions or breakdowns at the end of the day that major moves happen for the Eagles. So, for example, if we were to do it last year, I would have done a video on the first day of free agency talking about Saquon Barkley, Zach Bond, and Bryce Huff signing. And I would have given you my thoughts on that, which tells you how far we've come in the last year or so. But, you know, something like that. And we'll do that for every day of free agency that something happens. Spoiler alert, I don't expect to do it every single day because I don't expect the Eagles to be very busy in free agency, but we'll cross that bridge when we get there. And then April, of course, is draft month. And, of course, a lot of people are getting out their draft content already. They're doing breakdowns and mock drafts and trades and all this other stuff. I plan to start my draft content in April. I'll be doing work on the draft before then, but of course, we'll start my content in April. And the first thing I'm going to be doing throughout the month is just kind of positional breakdowns on groups that I expect the Eagles to go after. I'll reveal those groups, obviously, when we get to that point, but groups that I expect the Eagles to target in the draft to fill out their needs. I'll do mock drafts as well, probably just a couple, maybe once a week, just to kind of go over my thoughts on the class, and it'll be interesting to see how you guys think about them. And then, of course, after the draft, each day, so day 1, 2, and 3, I'll do draft recaps, where I'll talk about the pick or picks that the Eagles made that day. Obviously, for the last day, we'll talk about UDFAs they may sign, if there's any interesting ones among that group, stuff like that. For May, the biggest thing I plan to do is a schedule release, which is basically my kind of, my video where I'm going to talk about, we know the opponents the Eagles play, we'll learn better who they play, when they play them, stuff like that. I'll do a whole video breaking that down and some of the strengths and weaknesses of facing certain guys at certain times and certain places. For example, the Eagles will play at Lambeau this year. Is that game going to be in September, or is it going to be in December? That's a very big difference. So, you know, it creates some interesting things. And then after that, the content for this channel is going to go down quite a bit. Just simply by nature of, you know, at that point, there's not a lot of news happening. So I do plan to do some video essays. These will come out maybe bi-weekly. Some things related to the Eagles, some things just related to football in general. Maybe I'll even think about doing like fantasy football mock drafts, stuff like that. We could, you know, just anything that you guys are interested in until we get to training camp, and at that point we could do reaction videos and whatnot. And of course, if the Eagles make any splash moves, just at any point in the offseason, hypothetically speaking, let's say they trade for Myles Garrett, you'd get a video about that. You know, that will just kind of happen unscheduled, sporadically. So I have a lot of things planned for you guys to check out to help grow this channel, and all I ask you guys to do is just continue to like, share, subscribe, comment. That'd be awesome. Anyways, hope you guys are excited as I am. This is Bird Braid. Hope you guys enjoyed being nerdy for the birdies. Fly Eagles fly. We're world champs. See you guys later.